Hi everybody, it's Steve here again on Mr. Chuffy84. Hope you're all doing well. It's the weekend. It's Sunday the 8th of March. Hope everyone's keeping well. Today I am going to do the first of some movie reviews. I am going to do some album reviews too. I'm going to do one next time for someone who I knew at school. I'm going to do that next time round, but this time I'm going to do my first movie review, and this is the last movie. This is the movie that I saw most recently. This is a movie that I found on DVD, and it was a film that kind of interested me. It looked very, very interesting. I do like science fiction. As you've seen before, I do like a bit of Star Trek, a bit of Star Wars, and other sci-fi kind of stuff as well. There's some stuff like 2001, Blade Runner, that kind of stuff. Doesn't really appeal to me, but some science fiction does. So I checked out this movie. Now, this particular movie came out a good number of years ago now. It's not a very, very old movie, but it's still a relatively fairly sort of oldish movie. Depends on how old you are, I guess. Now, this was a movie that I heard somebody tell me that a few people went to go and see this movie. Some friends of somebody I know, they went to go and see this movie, and about half an hour in, they walked out and said it was really boring, and they didn't like it. It was just so boring. So that kind of put me off seeing this film for quite a while, because I was thinking, if it's going to be really slow and boring and whatever, then I'm not really interested. But I thought, well, no. The only way I'm going to know for sure whether it's slow and boring is for me to check it out myself. So I did, and the film in question, directed by Danny Boyle, his first foray into science fiction, and that's this movie, Sunshine. It came out, let's just check to see when this came out. Should have looked at this before. Yeah, 2007, so not that old, about 13 years old. So firstly, before I get into the details of this one, no, it's not boring. I've got to be honest with you. It's not that boring at all, no. It's an hour and just over an hour and 40 minutes, including the credits. And actually, it really is good for its pace. It's actually not. It's not slow. It's not tedious. It's not boring. The first half, if anything, the first half. So the first 2/3 of the film are actually really, really good. It's the final third where it kind of goes a little all over the place. Well, I'll come back to that in just a second. So who's in the movie? Well, actually, before I go into the cast, the movie, as I've said, directed by Danny Boyle. One of our most acclaimed directors at the moment. He has been for a number of years. Of course, brilliant start to his career as a director. Shallow Grave, Trainspotting, of course, and A Life Less Ordinary, although that wasn't such as big a success. But all three of those were, of course, Danny's collaborations with Ewan McGregor. The first two being more successful than A Life Less Ordinary. Then going on to direct 28 Days Later, as it says on the DVD, and The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio. He directed that as well. So he's directed a good number of movies over the years. He was certainly in line for directing the next Bond movie, or the Bond movie that's about to come out. But creative differences meant that he ducked out of the project. He would have been a good choice to direct Bond, definitely. I think a lot of people wanted him to direct it, but wasn't to be. But so Sunshine, yeah. So this movie, what did I think of it? Well, the cast. Before I say what I thought, the cast. Cillian Murphy. I think is that how you pronounce his name? And I think that's the gentleman, Cillian Murphy, guy here. You can see. Now, isn't he the actor who plays the lead role in Peaky Blinders? Have I got that right? Please let me know. I think it is him. He's the chap who plays the lead role in Peaky Blinders. Great cast: Michelle Yeoh, Benedict Wong, Chris Evans, Rosie Byrne. Some of those names you may or may not know, but I tell you, it's a good cast. It's a good ensemble. So for this time, it wasn't a big A-list starring kind of movie. This film very much reminded me of a film that I saw a few years ago with a very similar sort of storyline. and that is a film called Event Horizon. So Sunshine is not the most original of stories, but instead of a spaceship that has disappeared for many, many years in the far out reaches of the galaxy next to a black hole and whatever, which is Event Horizon. This is in Sunshine is about a crew that disappeared to go to the sun. Our sun is dying, and the idea is that they go to the sun and launch a probe. I think it is. To create like a star within a star. So this probe, when it explodes inside the sun, it saves our sun from dying. I think it's something like that. I may not have explained that all that well, but it's something like that. But so there are parallels about a second crew going out in search of what happened to the first crew when they disappeared. So Sunshine has those parallels to Event Horizon. What I will say is Sunshine is a much more comfortable movie to sit through. It has a couple of scares and whatever, and a couple of jump scares here and there. Yeah, of course. Event Horizon, though, which has a great cast: Lawrence Fishburne, Sam Neill, Jodie Richardson, I think, was in it as well, and that came out 10 years prior to Sunshine. But I will say this now: Event Horizon is a very well-made movie. Like Sunshine, technically, it's a very well-made film. Sunshine was very, very well-made, and so is Event Horizon. But Event Horizon is a much stronger film in its content. There are like Visions of Hell sort of sequences and sort of little sort of flash frames of Visions of Hell with lots of blood and gore and whatever, and it's very, very strong. So I do. I don't want to give the plot any plot spoilers for Event Horizon, but if you do check it out, it's an 18 certificate. This is only 15, but Event Horizon is very strong in places, and it does come with a caution. Even for its time, it was deemed to be very over the top, very, very graphic. We've seen a lot more movies in recent times which are just as bad, just as graphic, if not more, and it appears to be the norm today, which really annoys me. But if you've never seen that film, it's well worth a watch, but with a warning. But to be pre-warned about some of the content, because those kind of, I like science fiction, but where you get sort of things to do with heaven and hell and things like that, I'm not a big fan of that in science fiction. Anyway, so with science fiction, with Sunshine, like Event Horizon, technically very, very well made. The effects are fantastic, absolutely brilliant to watch. So visually, it's very, very arresting, and I really enjoyed it for that. The performances are very, very good. I think Danny Boyle's direction is also very, 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 very good. And as I say, for the first sort of 2/3 of the film, as the crew are making its way to the sun, getting ready to launch the probe, things go wrong as you would imagine it to. You can't just have a movie like this, a story like this, where everything goes well. Something is going to go wrong, and I'm not going to tell you what happens. But it is, it's well done. However, I won't give away too many plot spoilers. Although saying that, I will just say the last third of the film, where they are near the sun. And Cillian Murphy, the lead actor, is the one man responsible in the end to jettison this probe into the sun. Comes across one of the members of the lost crew from the first voyage, and he turns into this evil character who says that by going to the sun he has seen God, in the there, and is trying to tell Cillian Murphy basically, what right do you have to tamper with the sun? It's all that kind of thing. In the film, it doesn't make any sense, really. It makes no sense at all. But in the behind the scenes, one of the actors gives an interview about the story and explains it a little bit better. But in the movie, it's not that clear. It's not that well explained. and it is a bit all over the place in the final third of the film, exactly the same as Event Horizon. The first sort of hour and whatever of Event Horizon is very good, and then the last half hour is just bonkers. Same really with Sunshine, but it is a well-made film nonetheless. It is well worth a watch. I personally am not going to keep it in my collection. It's not that good enough for me to hang on to, but although I am going to watch it again with Danny Boyle's commentary. I would like to see it again with Danny Boyle's commentary, but I'm not going to hang on to it. If you've seen this movie before, let me know what you think of it. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know why. As I said, I'm going to do an album review next time. I'll reveal what that is obviously next time round, and who asked me to do that. If you would like me to do a film review or an album review for you, let me know. And with regards to the previous videos that I've done, or the singles and whatever, if you have any comments on those, again, just get in touch with me and let me know what you thought of those. Okay, so that's it for me then for today. Have a good week, everybody, wherever you are, and I'll look forward to be back on here again soon to do the next review. Okay, so take care and see you soon. Bye for now.